Welcome to my channel. So in this video I am going to be rating if I can, top 5 theme parks in the UK in my opinion, rating their rides and overall opinions on stuff. So stuff like food quality, ride quality, ride availability, and maintenance, and how safe I feel on them. So, let's get straight into it. Now, to start off this list, at number 5. Number 5 would have to be Chessington World of Adventures, because if you go at Christmas, there's not much to do there, because most of it is outdoor rides, or most of their rides go down for maintenance, and they only really have one big ride, considering they're a family park, which is the Vampire. Now, the Vampire is an iconic ride, and is an absolutely amazing ride, but there can be some complications with it, causing it to have one of the biggest queue lines in the entire park, or occasionally getting stuck on the lift hill, which will upset people even more. So that's why I've had to put this park at number 5. But food quality and standards are kind of good. They're not all that. Some employees can be quite rude, but they do make up with that with a wide variety of things you can do and get there. So for overall, that's number 5 out of... It's number 5, 4 more to go. So, number 4, I'm going to say we will go with... Oh, this is a hard one. Number 4 would probably be Legoland, Windsor. See, Legoland, although there isn't much to do there and it's very kiddie, there is a lot of theming, and it's one of the most themed theme parks in the UK. Considering we don't have Germany level theming, it's quite incredible to see this level of detail in the UK, and I find it quite astonishing of how they managed to use those little bricks with glue. I wouldn't be able to do it, that's for sure. But I've been there multiple times, and I even went for the grand opening of Minifigure Speedway. It's an absolutely great community, and the size of the food you get for the price you pay is pretty decent. Although a burger can be quite expensive, the hot dog makes up for it. I am an absolutely massive fan of hot dogs, especially the Legoland ones. Those are especially amazing. £8 for a rollover Frankfurter hot dog. That is the size of your hand and your neck. That's a pretty good deal. So, that's why it's at number 5. No, 4. That's it. But number 4, it does take quite a lot of time, and there isn't really much big rides to do, but in all fairness, it is a family park, and they do very well with what they do. I mean, they have absolutely incredible pieces of theming, as I've been saying, and they've also had quite a struggle at the moment, especially because they're owned by Merlin, but that makes up for it, because Legoland is an absolutely amazing place, and if you're ever in the UK and you like Lego, make sure you go to Legoland Windsor. Anyways, number 3. This is a really hard one for me, but number 3 would probably have to go to Thorpe Park. Although Thorpe Park has amazing rides, I'm not really fond of heights, and the rides at Thorpe Park can be pretty high, like Hyperia. I don't really like heights, and I don't really like anything that has a beyond vertical drop. But I did Hyperia, it wasn't bad, so that's why I put it at number 3. It has a great ride availability and very high maintenance standards, especially for Hyperia, because if you ever go and the queue shuts down, make sure you stay in, because they will have the ride up and running within a couple of minutes. Or, if it closes all day, you just got unfortunate, but you can go hurt your head somewhere else on Colossus. So, price-wise, I never really get anything too expensive from Thorpe Park, but it can be quite annoying, because in the main gift shops they will up the price. So if you ever see anything that is cheap or sounds cheap and you want to get it, I would say get it off the ride, because there's a usual chance that it's going to be a lower price at that shop than the main shop. Anyways, on to number 2 now. Number 2 has to go to one of my all-time favourite parks. That also has my favourite ride, but it's not why it's at number 2. No, not Hyperia. Oh, no. it has to go to Alton Towers. Alton Towers has absolutely iconic rides, and I went for Scarefest. That means it was absolutely spectacular. I managed to do Daz Games Panic, which is an immersive, light flashing AI horror maze, and the Alton Towers mine shafts, especially the Curse of Alton Manor. That was new at the time, and it was absolutely spectacular with mind-blowing effects and also very, very, very good availability for rides and good pricing, especially because you can get a whole meal for about like £11, but that's pretty decent compared to other theme parks. Now, number one has to go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Now, they don't have my favourite rides, unlike my favourite ride, which is Galactica at Alton Towers. It does also have my favourite water ride, which has to be Valhalla, which I rode in the freezing cold because I refused to go on anything else, really, because I loved that ride so much. I did it without a poncho twice, and then I did it with my shirt. Just my shirt on, because last time I had my hoodie on and it was absolutely freezing, but it was absolutely amazing with effects. I also got to go on Icon, which was absolutely amazing with Enzo, the spinning seat on Icon. That was pretty good as well. Also, the big one, not really a fan of, especially because we got stuck on the lift hill, because they were doing maintenance, which they should have done at the start of the day, but they decided to do even more maintenance on it when there was people on it, especially because the wheels kept getting stuck. But it's better to be safe than sorry. And then that also hurt. And then the Nickelodeon Streak coaster, that was pretty painful as well, considering you get bashed in and out of the seat, and it gets very painful. But overall, it was an absolutely amazing place, especially because it's not classed as a proper theme park. It's more of an amusement park, especially the horror thing that's outside, Passage del Terror, which was absolutely amazing and very scary. Nobody's really gotten videos of it because you're not supposed to, so I didn't have any to show in this video. But it's an absolutely incredible place to make sure you go to. They've also got a lot of actors promoting it around the park. So when you walk around, you'll see a bunch of actors, or you'll see people promoting stuff in different costumes. It is very creepy, very eerie, and very cool. I went for the fireworks, and the fireworks were a little bit disappointing because there wasn't really much, but in all fairness though, it was an absolutely spectacular show, and things are quite cheap over there, surprisingly, although I wouldn't order Uber Eats because we did, and we got McDonald's, and let's just say we opened the bag and the drink spilt, because why not? So that was pretty bad, but you know, you can't control everything. Plus, everything over there, as I said, was quite cheap, so that's why it's at number one with my absolute favourite ride, well, water ride, not favourite ride, Galactica is, but it's got my favourite water ride, which is also the best water ride in the world, Valhalla. So out of this has won the award for me, and it was absolutely spectacular. I would love to see, especially because I didn't do all the rides. Like, I didn't get to do Ghost Train, Wallace and Gromit, and a lot of other things because of how big the queues were that day. But in all fairness though, it was absolutely worth it. And if you're ever in Blackpool, make sure you go and try it out. Okay, see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe. That supports the channel and helps me go on bigger and better rides. See you in the next one.